So I'm trying this for about the 8th time. It kept clicking off or freezing, and I think it was because my camera was just too full. Anyway, I'm using my Crayola pencils. They are in this handy little book. Get them off Amazon. This particular one, there's no marking to say who it's by, so I don't know. But I like the big ones, the black ones that hold 100 and something pages a piece. Anyway, I am in Ocean Escape. It's an old book by put out by Michaels, and I got it when it was on a clearance. But it's technique I want to show you, so it doesn't matter if you have the book. Sorry. All right, so Crayola pencils, the cheap ones. All right, so I am using this lightest color is turquoise, and then my medium color is this blue bolt, and then I may or may not use the cerulean. All right, so I'm going to put this one to the side for now. Yeah, you can see here the reflection. That's a clip, and it goes up and over and up again and back down, and that's where the camera's hooked to. It's actually hooked to the windowsill, so now when I shake the table, it shouldn't shake the camera. It's only taken me how long to figure that out. But anyway, what I did first was I took the turquoise and I did all of this area. So one area I've got left, and this is just a sheet of plywood that I had cut down, and I covered it with fabric and then covered it with plastic. I guess I need to do another tour of my art space for y'all. But anyway, so here's the blue, and I could sharpen that, but it'd be a waste right now to sharpen. I just want to show you, and you don't have to be real neat with this technique. I am just getting the color in here. That's all I'm doing, getting color in. Okay, now I'm going to come back, and you'll see me turn this pencil from time to time. Just keep using from different areas. I'm going closer in this time. And then I'll come closer in again. And I've got like 2 or 3 sheets of cardstock under here too, I guess, today, because this is a little bumpy surface because of it just being a sheet of plywood. But I have 3 of those in this room, and it's what I use for my surfaces because my first love is painting. Now see, I'm going to be softer as I'm around the outside here. But I also sew, I teach painting, I scrapbook. Our first grandchild at all, is due in December. So I'm sure I'm going to be back into scrapbooking a lot. But yeah, so I have 3 tabletop surfaces. I have my own small business where I paint and sell. So now I'm going to turn this another direction, and what this will help me do is pick up the tooth going the other way. All right, softer around the outside. And then harder here in the middle. And by going that other direction, I get kind of a crosshatch in there. So it's got different directions. I turn it again. And you just keep doing this till all those little white bits are all filled in. Okay. And there's something right there. And I'm really getting down in there trying to get it. I'm not going to worry about it for now. But anyway, I would keep going until, and that's probably just about the same as those other areas. Okay. But this is just showing you these cheap Crayola pencils. I bought an extra box. They're down here in storage This is the back of the box. It's 100 different colors, and evidently it's saying different's a big deal. Evidently they had some out at one point where they weren't all different. So these are all different though. And so yeah, that's a lot of colors to choose from, and it was less than $15 for that box. If you have a Crayola store, you know, like they have Lego Experience, well, they've got a Crayola Experience. And if you've got one of those, I'm going to tilt this just a little. See if we can not flip it upside down. There we go. But if you have one of those stores, they do sell them there too. So it's not just Walmart. And it's just as cheap at the Crayola store. Yeah, I was shocked. So now I'm going to come in with this blue bolt. And I've not done any of this yet. So you're going to see when I see exactly how it works. So I'm just going to come in from the outside of each area and get lighter as I go in. All right, that makes sense. And that's how easy it is to get two different shades in your background. And what it's going to do is, because it's dark around each area, it's going to pop all this other stuff to the front and push that background to the back. Hopefully that made sense. Make it look like it's a little bit further away in the distance. And see, now I'm doing circles, just getting lighter and lighter as I go in. Just going back and forth over all that. See how it's blended? So this is just where I have to be more and more careful with my coloring. You know, that first bit was almost like I could scribble away at it. But now I am going to turn my paper and just do everything I can do to make this easier for me. And I've heard several people commenting, oh, we're glad you're back with your videos. You know, I had to try Patreon and get paid for some of it. I was doing so many grayscale sheets, and I have left my Patreon up because I don't get paid for this. So anybody that would like to make a little donation, you can just go over to patreon.com, and then I think it's /Pam Proctor, Proctor, and you can just drop something in there. I'll take anybody's money, that's fine. I would love, love, love to actually get paid for making these videos, but I have no idea how to make that happen. So if anybody knows, you're welcome to surprise me and make it happen. But anyway, in the meantime, I have to work around all my other jobs and stuff. I am, in fact, just last Friday I worked in the Learning Center. I guess you'd call it the next town over. It takes me about 30 minutes to get there. And I subbed in the 2-year-olds class while my son and his lovely bride went and had their sonogram to find out that the baby was a little girl. So I subbed there. I've got some days coming up that I'll be painting on Jo Malone perfume bottles and candles and room atomizers and stuff at Neiman Marcus and at Nordstrom's. So I do that. That gig is only 12 to 15 days out of the year, so it's very little income, but it still just gets my name out there. In fact, it was through that I had a store in Louisville, which is about an hour's drive from here. They found out about me and came over and actually came shopping in my front room that I have set up like a store. And see, I'm getting lighter as I come up through here. And so now my stuff is in their shop, It's not consignment, so I'm sure the prices are doubled what I sell it for here. But that's okay. It just gets art out there a little bit more. And that's my deal. I want art in people's homes. I want people to enjoy coloring and painting and just things to not be so dull. And then let's see, what else do I do? So the Learning Center, teaching here on Tuesdays, craft shows in the fall, Nordstrom's, Neiman's. I guess that's it. Been helping a friend clean her house, but that's just because she's such a sweet lady and I want to help her out. She's not able to do it on her own, so we're just taking it a room at a time, and we've been doing a room each week, and I just go over one day for the week. But we're fixing to get to some rooms that are going to be more difficult. They had carpet pulled, floors pulled, and they had all new flooring put down, and then they had everything painted inside, all the walls. And so they had everything put in pods. They had 2 pods, y'all, out on their front of the street while the work people did all this. And when it was over, everything just got brought in and set. Yeah, so I told her, I said, you know, it's been over a year. Let's get this done. So I've been going over and helping her. Now I can see from where I am some very distinct lines in here where it's not blending quite as well as I wanted it to. So I'm going to come back with that lighter color, and I'm going to do some more blending here. Because remember, we got lighter as we came out. So now I can afford to go back in and hit all those lighter spots and deepen them up. And what I'm going to do with this page, there, that looks better. And I've already done all this, and this is just gray, 2 grays and a black, and then a gel pen. That's where that sparkle is from in the rivets. But yeah, we're going on a cruise. It is something that I scheduled last year before my husband ended up jobless. And I just see a bit of blue down here. It's right there. So I was trying to get it off while I saw it, but I can go back to that later. So anyway, this cruise was a $50 room credit. And then it was only $50 down per person. And then here's the real kicker. I didn't have to pay for it until this last July. So we went ahead and booked it last year, and I was able to pay for it with craft show sales. So we have that coming up in less than 20 days. So we're pretty excited about that. We've not really had a vacation in, goodness, we haven't been on a cruise in 3 or 4 years. This will only ever be our 3rd cruise, so it's not like we go cruising all the time. But we do enjoy it. So we're headed out of Galveston, and we'll go straight over to Key West, and then Half Moon Cay, and there's another stop in there, and then Nassau. So we're pretty excited about that. Okay, that to me still looks kind of scribbly, so I'm going to go back in and really work this. But anyway, I just mainly wanted you to see this coming together. Oh, but this page, yeah, hello, sorry about that. Yeah, I hear that's an age thing too. I'm going to laminate this. I've got several different ones that are ocean themed, and I've already made some banners to go on our cruise room door. You just put them up with magnets, and they show all the different cruises we've been on and where we've been. And then I'm going to laminate these and put them on the door too. So when we get back, I'll try to do a little film of some of the doors. And if ours looks any good at all, I'll be sure and post that later. There seems to be something on the paper. See how there's a circle there? Because I don't think it's underneath here. That's why I've got so many layers of paper under here. So, and I'm probably going to go ahead and do that rope in a brown and gold, not metallic, but just some other gold color. Yeah, I don't have to sharpen that yet. I was thinking maybe I should sharpen it, but nah, there's still color in there. Now, if I was going into something that was very fine and pointed, yeah, I would go ahead and sharpen that, but I'm not, so. And see, I'm just coming around this. So, anyway, you get the idea. It's just going to be like that all the way around. We've been binge watching some TV shows, and it may be that I sit and do some of this while we watch TV, because this is just going to take a while. But I know if I rush, I'll mess it up. So see, now I'm doing something different. I'm going back and forth and then getting smaller as I come out. Smaller. Just coming out at different areas, and that'll help it blend too. Or I can do my circles, you know, just whatever it takes to be able to blend your colors. And another thing too, you know, we have oil on our hands, so it could be that some of these areas that didn't go quite as well, it could be that my fingers left a residue on the paper. You know, it does happen. But anyway, that did pretty good, I think. Fairly happy with this section through here. I'll always come back with that lighter color one more time, just to make sure that it's blended. But yeah, I like that. Now that other blue that I wasn't sure about, I'm just going down in the deepest areas. See down in there? Down here. This is that one I said I didn't know if I would use it or not. But do you see how that pushed even more depth down in those areas? So that's that one. I'll do this area with the lighter. Actually, it's the medium shade. It's the first darker. It's Blue Bolt. Then I'll go to that one that we said we may or may not use, the cerulean, and I'll do down in the corners. But see, that just adds just a little bit more depth by putting that down in there. See, I could even do just the bottom here, and it looks like I've just added a little bit of a shadow down there. Okay? All right, so anyway, you're just going to keep doing the whole thing. I would just keep going all the way around. But there, whoops, I'm sorry, I did hit it. And you can see some of the streakiness in here. So that'll all have to be blended out yet. But it works. Yeah, I think the anchor went rather well. Almost looks like a grayscale that's waiting to be colored. But anyway, all right, so that's it for now, and I will talk to y'all later. Bye.